Oh man, is it March already? That means shamrocks are on the horizon and it's time for us UK folk to buy our Mother's Day cards. And even though our libraries have really beefed up in recent months, the game releases aren't slowing down and it is yet another busy month for us gamers. We've gathered together all of the big releases coming this month, as well as all the games dropping on Xbox Gamepass and PlayStation Plus for your convenience. And so without further ado, to help you work out what you'll be playing this month, here is your March gaming forecast. Just to spite me in my attempts to make sure we're all up to date with what's happening, Nintendo held a direct on the 8th of February, during which we got a lot of big Switch game news, with one of the headliners being the remaster of the beloved classic Metroid Prime. The GameCube game pushed visual boundaries at the time, and now more than 20 years on, a Switch remaster has been dropped. Set between the original Metroid and Metroid 2, players once again have to fight back against the space pirates, only this time it's over the new and dangerous substance, Phazon. The digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered has been available since the 8th of February, but a physical release is due on March 3rd. A quick stop in DLCville now, this time in the form of Dead Cell's Return to Castlevania. Released in 2018, roguelike Metroidvania love child Dead Cells was an absolute success, and fans were delighted at the announcement of the new Castlevania DLC that is releasing on March 6th. Play through Dracula's castle to find secret rooms, evil creatures, and even Belmont and Alucard while you search for the iconic throne room. Included in the list of PSVR 2 launch games and releasing March 16th is Supermassive's new horror title, The Dark Pictures Switchback VR. In the year of our Lord 2023, I thought we'd moved past rollercoaster VR games, but Supermassive politely asked me to hold their beer and then added eye-tracking mechanics to their game that make the terrifying mannequins move whenever the player blinks, a la Weeping Angel. It's probably worth giving your neighbours a heads up to not worry if they hear screaming coming from your home. Here we are, 3 months into 2023, and it feels like we're missing something. We've had FIFA 23, NFL 23, but it feels like there's something else that needs a yearly release. Of course, it's WWE 2K23. 2K's up-and-coming entry into the popular WWE game franchise. With a roster full of popular wrestlers, a John Cena-focused story, and the brand new edition of the War Games mode, fans of the big changes from last year's edition of the game will hopefully enjoy 2023's foray into wrestling games. To find out what our good pals over at Cultaholic thought about the game, why not click up there for their review? WWE 2K23 drops on PC, PlayStation and Xbox on March 17th. Another one now for all you Switch owners out there who are fans of the iconic Bayonetta series is Bayonetta Origins Cereza and the Lost Demon. This completely different look and feel for a Bayonetta game stars a young Cereza on an adventure through a forbidden forest looking for her mother. Cereza is accompanied by Tchia, a demon who lives in her stuffed toy. This action platformer and isometric fighter has a stunning art style, and fans of the wonderful characters and story of the Bayonetta franchise are in for a real treat with this one. It launches March 17th exclusively on Nintendo Switch. Prop Hunt meets Among Us in Deceive Inc., a brand new multiplayer game for PS5, Series X and PC. Blend in with the NPCs wandering around exotic locales to try and race your friends to the end goal, or go all guns blazing and try to take them out before they can do the same to you. Pick from a roster of agents with customizable skills and weapons to change up your technique till you find the perfect secret agent set up for you. Check this one out when it releases March 21st. It's time now to make our first stop down Remake Boulevard with the highly anticipated Resident Evil 4 Remake. 2005 brought us what many would argue is the best Resident Evil game of all time, and we get to hang out with floppy-haired hero Leon S. Kennedy as he attempts to rescue the president's daughter. This ground-up remake is due to include a whole host of modernizations and improvements. We also believe there to be some additions and removals to the story of the game, so even if you've already given this one a play, you may still be surprised by what you find. Capcom is dropping this beauty on PC, PlayStation 4 and 5 and Xbox Series on March 24th. This next one might be the weirdest one out of the March releases, starring Danny Trejo, Vanilla Ice and Chuck Norris. It's crime boss Roxas City. This love letter to the 90s features lots of familiar faces and a nostalgic feel for those of you looking fondly back on the decade. You play as Baker in this stealth FPS and carry out heists either alone or in co-op. Typical gang turf war tactics apply as you engulf more territories into your crime syndicate and fight to become the king of Roxas City. Fans of Saints Row looking for another crime-based story might want to get their hands on a copy of Crime Boss. The game releases March 28th only on PC. Just a quick stop down Remake Boulevard now to let you know the critically acclaimed Last of Us remake, The Last of Us Part 1, drops on PC March 28th. Can't wait to see what the modders do with that one. And our final stop on Remake Boulevard is the long-awaited remake of 1994 classic System Shock. Re-experience the malevolent AI showdown and explore the Citadel station in this fateful reboot that is shaping up to be great. It's got an overhauled interface, updated visual style and quality of life improvements, but the core story and gameplay of the original are the same, so it should be great for both fans of the original and new players. If you're looking for a sci-fi spooky fest to make you even more concerned about the latest AI trends, then why not check out the System Shock remake when it releases on PC in March? Apparently, though with no definitive release date as we go into March, we're not holding out much hope. Xbox Game Pass once again brings us a day one release in the form of Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, a Souls-like action RPG set in a dark fantasy world inspired by the Three Kingdoms era of China. With combat based on Chinese martial arts, bonfire-like flags, and a spirit meter a la Sekiro, there is lots for fans of the genre to sink their teeth into, but with many a new addition to pique your interest. Keep combat interesting by summoning divine beasts, powerful spirit creatures with bonds to your warrior, who, by the way, you can customize to your heart's content. So if you're a Souls-like fan with a gap in your schedule, then check this one out on Xbox Game Pass, PC and PlayStation when it releases on March 3rd. Now on to PlayStation Plus. After their recent state of play, we've got some big games hitting the service, including a rare day one release in the form of the beautiful Tchia. Tchia is based around New Caledonian culture and focuses on the way the island's ecosystems work as one. Tchia, being helped by a malevolent god trapped on her island, is searching for her father, who has been kidnapped. Dad-napped? But you get it. Tchia can soul jump into animals and objects to traverse through different biomes, or alternatively you can glide, climb and yeet yourself off palm trees. The game is visually stunning and will be a real treat for those of you looking for a cozy story to sink your teeth into. The game is available on PC and PlayStation from March 21st and comes to PlayStation Plus Extra on day one. Also joining Tchia on Extra are some other hits and some misses. 2022 paranormal action-adventure title Ghostwire Tokyo, Greek mythology-inspired third-person open-world adventure game Immortals Phoenix Rising, the exceedingly mid Rainbow Six Extraction, and last year's fantastic two-game bundle Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. And lastly for this month, the three PlayStation Plus Essential Monthly games for March are EA's long-running FPS Battlefield 2042. The multiplayer-only online shooter lets you battle it out with up to 128 other players in what could only be described as chaos. The new Portal mode allows you to try different classes, weapons and maps on all the other Battlefield games to make your game exactly what you want it. With a lot of the launch issues now fixed, this could be the time to hop into the online shooter, especially as it's practically free now. Fans of the crafting and mining in Minecraft should maybe not play Minecraft Dungeons, there's basically none of that in the game. However, if you like yourself a procedure-generated dungeon crawler a la Diablo, but like the blocky aesthetic of Mojang's Minecraft, then hey, maybe give this one a go. Play alone or with up to 4 players to battle your way through treasure-packed dungeons and complete the quest to take down the evil Arch-Illager. From personal experience, I would say it'd be fun for gamers trying to play with a non-gamer friend and or child, or for a couple of gamers for one playthrough session. So maybe get this one while it's cheap. Lastly for this month's essential games is anime Souls-like Code Vein. This pretty well received 2019 release is set in a post-apocalyptic dystopia, isn't everything nowadays, in a time after the Great Collapse. The game differs from other Souls-like with a flexible class system and an AI buddy that joins you on your quest. Fans of the genre who are looking for something a bit different might want to give this one a go. Just to be aware that some of their swings at story and new mechanics don't hit with everyone, but hey, this could be one that's perfect for you. All of the Plus games are available from March 7th until April 3rd, so you have plenty of time to add them to your library if you want to give them a go. So there we have it, a boatload of games coming our way this month. Let us know in the comments below what you're excited for, and if there are any March releases that we missed that deserve a shout out, pop them in the comments below. These videos are increasing in length month by month, with every new release added to our calendar, so by December I predict they'll be about an hour long. Don't worry though, I am sure we'll get the traditional delays and reschedules we gamers are so used to. Have a fantastic March, and remember to buy your mother something nice for Mother's Day, which, by the way, is on Sunday the 19th of March. Got you covered, don't worry.